Phil Simms compared you a little bit to Joe Montana. Ironically, a couple weeks ago, it was Joe Mixon talking to Jerry Rice about Jamar.
Let's relax. Let's relax. Let's relax. All right. Let's relax with all of that. Let me be me. Let me be me.
Big Phil comparing Joe Burrow to Joe Montana. Hey, look, there is something about Joe Burrow. He is a stone-cold killer, a baby-faced killer. I mean, you can come up with any type. I mean, he just doesn't look the part, but he will go out there and rip your heart out. It's amazing how good he's become, and here are the Bengals at 5-2. Let's get right to true or false. Well, do you agree? Let's say that first. Do you agree with the Joe Montana comparison?
I do agree. Well, it went down. It went down like we're watching the Thursday night game against the Jaguars, right? And my dad, this is how it goes. Christopher, I got it. You know who Joe Burrow is? I'm got it. He's Joe Montana. He's Joe Montana. That's who we're watching. And even, so I do say true to that. The arm is not overpowering, but can make every throw. Every throw's on the money with the perfect trajectory, able to just, feel the receiver coming out of breaks. He's great that way, and he's awesome. Like, unlike we just talked about Mahomes, he's amazing in the pocket. I mean, he is absolutely amazing in it. And that's where I'll agree with Big Phil on that one for sure.
Now was that a puff pass Thursday night? Is that what was going on? Is that where the Joe Montana came from?
Well, it wasn't passing it to him. He was on the phone first off, and he wouldn't.
Okay.
Right, but I was puff passing it to myself. Yes, I was.
Okay, so true or false? Is it fair to compare Joe Burrow to Joe Montana and Jamar Chase to Jerry Rice?
Yeah, I did. True. I'm going to say true. I mean, again, it's early, but it's got that type of potential. It does. I mean, Jamar Chase has reached a level of you better not leave him one-on-one or your butt is going to get burned, period. And, of course, he's looking for him. I mean, Joe Burrow, just like Montana looked for Rice. The offense brings him there, but then if there's any one-on-one situation, he just goes, the hell with everybody else. I'm going to Chase. And that, to me, is where it's a lot like Montana to Rice.
True or false, the Baltimore Ravens are a top-tier rushing offense. They are fourth in the NFL with 149.4 yards per game.
Yeah, this is where stats lie to me. Absolutely false. False. They're not. They're a good rushing offense, and they'll run the ball really well against the poor running defenses in football. But as we saw the other day, the stats are going to say, they ran for 115 yards. No, they didn't. Not when they called design runs. There was a few good Lamar Jackson design runs. The rest of it was scrambles. That when I'm talking about good running game, you better be able to give the ball to your running back and run the ball. And Baltimore is a little all over the map right there. So I don't think they're top tier. I think they're kind of a middle of the pack type running team. It makes some struggles for them on offense. It did at least last week for sure.
But they did at least get their 100 rushing yards in the 41-14 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. So they have that going for them, which is nice. Last one, true or false, Lamar Jackson has enough weapons around him to succeed?
I will say yes. Now, listen, again, it's like people expect him to just carry the team with his right arm automatically. They're set up to run the ball a little bit. That'd be like me going, well, Kansas City can't throw the ball. They need to run the ball down everybody's throat and become the 1993 Cowboys. No, that's not what they're set up to be. That's not going to happen. But Hollywood Brown, Rashad Bateman, the way he looked last week, looked real damn good, and Mark Andrews, there's enough to be had. But their offense is a little predicated on some run success because it opens up some of their play-action passes and other things they do off of it. And when they don't have that, it was not as smooth last week. But I think they're getting there, and Lamar he made some really good throws in that game. I know it wasn't his best game, but, he made some really good ones, and they had to throw. They couldn't rely on the run. Cincinnati defended them really well.
By the way, Ravens in the bye week, get the Lamar Jackson contract done during the bye week.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.